Salam, shalom. All praises to the horizon. Why Solace here? Can I get a sound check, please? I want to give you guys this deep jewel. For those of you who haven't started your day yet. Peace and wisdom. Can I get a sound check? I asked that because I be playing the music. So I'm not sure if I'm louder than it. I know some of you guys think it's swag. You just asking for fun. And so let me know if you guys can hear me. In the meanwhile, that gives me a chance to let everyone else get in. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give me a thumbs up as well. There's a join, a blue join word next to subscribe on my channel. If you want access to private content, click that blue word join, and it should alert you. Now I want to get into some deep knowledge of the stars. Before I do, I want to give you guys a conscious cleansing jewel. Can I get a sound check, please? I don't want to keep asking that. You could put up one something. Let me know. Peace and wisdom. Please don't take offense. I say this a lot. A lot of you guys don't grasp, though. Peace and wisdom, Macedon. Said, is it true we are all made of stardust? We are all stars within our vessel. As above, so below. Like I always tell you guys. You're not going to learn anything floating around. Anyone can tell you anything. That's not me competing with other teachers. I'm telling you what you already know because y'all bring information back to me. So start there. If I'm the person you checking the information with, you don't really need to waste your time. And so like I said, in regards to us being stardust, the stars above are no different than you are inside your church. So you just seeing a reflection of self being as though you can't see into self. So you get a perspective of self through the larger things. As above, so below. Thank you for the give back, War Ready TV. Good afternoon, Star Vision Omni. Like I said, I want to say this one thing, but no one take offense. There's a few of y'all in here now. When you come in here, if you have anyone that you have to impress, where you feel like I don't want nobody to know I'm in here, please don't come. I don't have no sign that says I'm inviting negative in. You hit it? Don't take offense. I say that because if I say, can you guys hear me? It's nothing to say yes or no. If you got that much of a problem, I'm not saying with me, just in life, where you kind of angry or whatever the case may be, please don't bring that here. I'm just coming to give wisdom if you disturbed by that, so you don't have to come here. Outside of that, if you have a real problem, I'm a real person. I don't play online. I don't say that to be tough. I'm a man. I don't got time for children games. Online play for, you get it? If you got a problem with me, let me know. That way we can tie these knots, you dig, or untie them. But I'm not the type of person that's going to be moving around. You get it? If I know there's a problem lurking, let's clean up messes beforehand. And so when you come here, just come here in peace. I'm not reaching for negativity. Like I said, I want to come give y'all a little jewel. Kerry Keaton said, how do you sense these energies? I'm not sensing the energies. You came in a little late, so there was like 5 or 6 people in here, and I kept saying, am I clear? I'm not saying anything, so I'm just speaking from that perspective. Outside of that, I don't want, if you just now clocking in the video, you get lost. No, I'm always talking to specifics. So if the shoe ain't for your foot, don't worry about it. Just let me say what I got to say. I say that because, YouTube works how it works, so y'all have no clue what I be doing. I'm ridding my space of what's not needed. You get it? Y'all look at quantity as, a lot, as good. Out of the quantity, whatever's good in it is all you need. You don't need the extra stuff. That's what's going. This is why my channel don't have that many trolls and stuff. Because in the beginning, I was cursing trolls out. You gotta set the platform for how you need to work for you. That's anywhere in life. And so y'all remember that. Meaning wherever you go in life, people have to know how you operate. And so unfamiliar things is disturbing, but once a person get a perspective like, okay, I grasp how he operate. Ain't no different than nobody else, just his way. You get it? Y'all are all falling into robot, meaning y'all all act a specific way in the light. You get it? In that, you don't really know where no one truly stands. If someone speaks their perspective on the thing, it's like, what do you call that? Politically correct speaking. It's not from their heart. It's from living in weird times. Peace and wisdom, Jennifer Salinas. Peace and wisdom, Kerry Keaton. Now let me get into this deep video. First, let me give y'all this conscious cleansing jewel. Most of you guys need it. Now, your guard, which is your defense, is what's blocking y'all from, the life that y'all want. I'm not sure if y'all can grasp. This is what my conscious cleansing teachings is about. And so, of course, y'all go through things in life. It makes y'all get like a guard. We're not speaking physical guard, but you know what I mean. If you got your heart broken by a man or a woman, so then that experience made you different in your perspective. Kind of like put up a guard. You get it? If you've been cheated on, so you see anything you got a guard up. You like, nah. It kind of, our experiences, the ones that we don't like, they force us to put up a guard. We don't realize it, but that guard is blocking everything you want. You get my point? Meaning, you have to get to a place where you can go back and see within self where the guards was put up. Because y'all are becoming cold, if that makes sense. Meaning, every experience you went through that you didn't like, so there was a guard put up. That guard didn't just block that experience, but it blocked everything opposite of the experience. Meaning the experience caused you some sort of pain, so you put up a block, a guard. That block or guard is blocking everything that is not pain and disturbance. It's acting like a magnet to all other pain and disturbances. Meaning when y'all put up y'all guard, it's attracting. Look at it like fighting. When you put up, if you go like this in front of somebody's face, They almost gonna you get think if somebody ran up to you right now that you know, one of your friends, and you say, "Yeah, what's up?" And they're like that. You would probably be like, "It's making what you're blocking happen." You get it? They not even thinking about hitting you, but you playing like. And so look at life like that. When y'all have y'all guard up, it's attracting the pain that you blocking. It's attracting what you trying to block. It's like throwing up a block. You're attracting punches. Outside of that, just flow. Am I clear? Are y'all grasping what I'm saying? You have to take these wisdoms and apply them to self. Meaning this is not a conscious cleansing is not words, it's practice. So you have to like search within self now and say, okay, what experience causes me to put up a guard from your past? You have to find all of them. It gets deep. So this is why I say you have to isolate yourself for a time. Why? You got a lot of things you got to find and get rid of. Why? These things are disturbing y'all and y'all happiness and things. Meaning it's a block in all of that. Let's say you like, damn, why it ain't clicking like I want? Like why my life ain't going where I want? It feel like I got a block. It's that. Where if you ever feel blocked, like damn, I feel like I'm right at the door but I can't get through. It's your defenses from your past experiences. They're blocking, you know, your real reality. And so when you're young, you probably say, man, I had a lot of experience, used to just knock at my door for no reason. I kind of just walk outside and and now when you get older, you say, damn, my opportunity ain't coming around like it used to. Back then, you didn't have no blocks. You didn't have no real experience where you was putting up a guard. People was trying to tell you to have one. You get it? When you're young, they tell you like, hey, if somebody offering you candy, you pay attention. Put a guard up. And they probably been you get it? But I'm not saying that's a bad thing to tell a kid, but you get it? A kid don't even know that. Don't talk to strangers. They have no guard. In that, they have no resistance in their moving forward in life. It may be rough and bumpy, but so they still moving forward. Get older, you get those experiences. You put those defenses up or those blocks, your guards. And so it starts to block off every aspect of your life until you find yourself in a bubble. And so a lot of y'all may be in that space now where you feel like, damn, I feel stuck. It's the mind space. You got too many guards up blocking you. It's making you angry. Everything you don't want to be. Peace and wisdom, special way of thinking. And so hopefully you guys grasp that. I'm looking to see if I missed any comments. Thank you, Star Vision Omni, for the gift back. Already TV said, people be moving like that. He talking about when I said, if you have anybody you need to impress. We live in a world where y'all have people over y'all. Y'all have people that y'all are scared of. This is what makes y'all like followers, or not followers, but this is what makes y'all go with the wave. It is. So when I'm speaking from that perspective, meaning I don't have nobody to answer to. I do what I want. That's that. That's always. I'm not just cap talking. Wherever I ever lived, I do what I want. Whatever rules y'all got going on, that's for y'all. You get it? That don't got shit to do with me, blood, and don't ever try to clock me in on that. And so, y'all have fears and things. You get it? And so if this person say this, y'all go with it. Out of the fear. Weird things. Y'all got a lot. So I'm just speaking from that perspective. You gotta, I can't speak on it. I don't know. Meaning I know fear is real. I ain't never really had nobody bullying over me, and you get my point? But I can imagine, like, that shit is deep. If you a bully, try to think in reverse. You know, a person. I don't know how to explain it. Like I said, I ain't never really been like that type of person. But I got senses and feelings. I can kind of see like they got to be disturbed. You can't live like that. You feel me? That shit ain't. It's deep. Don't bully people. Don't like try to overpower people, man. If you strong, then you sharpen your strength on other strong people. If you weak, find you a find you a nice, fair, balanced bully because it's rough out here. Oh my God, we live in them times where you got to pick your bully. Say, nah, he my bully before any other bullies come and get me because these bullies out here, blood, are crazy. I apologize. I know y'all don't have no sense of humor. It's a deep thing. But try and grasp. Pick you a nice old bully if you know you're weak. And that way you don't have to worry about him bullying you. That's how dudes do it in jail. They get in there, they say, ooh, it look tough in here. They go find the Muslims and let them bully them. Because the Muslims don't have violence. But you know, whoever gets recruited in that shit, you know, they be doing what the Muslims tell them. Oh, they be getting bullied. But look at it like that. They say, Apple Bong said, why did you change your channel name, bro? Peace and wisdom. I came as Solace the wise servant. Anything that I change ain't no change if it always was. Don't take offense, brother. You might be new, I don't know. I'm the wise servant. I came as Solace the wise servant. Solace the wise is just that. Solace the wise servant. It's shorter. Get it? Solace Solari is just solace. It's the same word, different language. Meaning you getting a whole bunch of different renditions of my name. You getting lost. They all say the same thing. That part. Nothing's new. So just grass. It's a deep thing. I didn't change my channel. Well, I changed the channel name to what it was before. It was what you've seen last. Peace and wisdom, War Ready TV. Yeah, I know some of y'all solid on here. Yeah, I know some of y'all goofy. I just look at it like YouTube is what it is. Meaning, all the goofies was on YouTube before all the real people. The realer you are, the later you was on it. That's just the reality of it. You get it? Meaning a lot of y'all was on YouTube and the people you hung around and you know what that was. They was laughing at you back in the day like, why are you playing video games and shit? But you on your phone, YouTube, you know, y'all setting the tone for now. Keep it in that perspective. Meaning the goofies were setting the tone on YouTube. And while all the real people in real life was setting the tone there. Now the life is on YouTube, so they got the upper hand, the goofies. You know, they was here first. This they house. So you got to oblige to their rules. So I just look at it like that. If you on YouTube, you probably like a goofy a little bit. He was on here early. I'm not talking about people that got channels. I'm talking about like if you watch it or whatever. Like I said, I didn't know about YouTube really until like 2015, 16. It was just a place that I used to come and get beats from. I didn't know like people watched YouTube. YouTube's strange. Whatever you watch, it just send you that. You won't know nothing else on YouTube exists. You get think on that. Some of y'all just watch like specific stuff. That's all that keep popping up, like suggestions for you. You just never see nothing outside of that. It's a Ron W. Hey, life is deep, man. Everybody's bullying somebody. That's the reality of it. It's like that status thing. The manager got the supervisor over him. The supervisor is over all the workers. You get it? So everybody getting bullied some kind of way, but so you pick you a nice bully if you know you one that's gonna be getting bullied. So it's a deep thing. Try to grasp. Now let's get to these stars. Let me make sure I didn't miss nothing with this conscious cleansing. Excuse me, I had a little Wendy Williams moment. Y'all seen her burp and fart? I said Wendy Williams got to get it together. Get her off TV, blood. She like a real life zombie. She was talking, she said, I said, who burped and? That never happened to me. Let me say it. I look at life for me. I say I never burped and farted at the same time unless I was drunk. And I was like taking this shit. Because you know, sometime back in the day, I didn't give me a little drink. I'm not a drinker, so I get drunk. And give me one little glass. I'm younger, like 22, I be drunk. So now I got a hangover. I'm on the toilet shitting and like vomit. So I said, damn, Wendy Williams having a drunk moment right like on TV. It's deep. She said, you rerun the conscious cleansing because I got demon to seal. Peace and wisdom, rightful hitter. Get your life together, man. In any event, for those of y'all that's late, I was explaining with the conscious cleansing that, you know, we have experiences in life. It causes us to put up guards, the defense. That guard of defense, it kind of blocks the life that we want over time. It becomes like a block of the life we want. We start to feel stuck. It starts to distort our perception, meaning the experiences we have that don't settle right with us. So then y'all put up y'all guard. If you got your heart broke, so you probably have a guard now. If you was with a man and he cheated on you, so you have like a guard or a block up for that. But it's not blocking that. Meaning the woman that got cheated on, so now she has a block and a guard up, but then she get cheated on again the next time by somebody new. Because it's like I said, the guard is just attracting. You get it? What you trying to block. It's attracting that and blocking the opposite. So block your face, somebody gonna start swinging at you. It's an attraction thing. You get it? And so you try like a guard up to block anybody that's going to cheat on you, but it doesn't block that. It just blocks everything else that you want in life. It becomes a resistance. And so like I said, when you're dealing with my conscious cleansing practice, this is why you have to isolate yourself. So you can focus on finding these experiences and emerging them out so you can get rid of them. Meaning y'all are not thinking experiences when y'all are in y'all block or guard. It is just your personality now. You don't look at it like, I got shot when I was younger. That shit made me rough. And you just look at it like, I'm rough. I ain't playing out here. You get it? You're not looking at the situation and how it distorted you to where you kind of have a block up. You get my point? In that, you start blocking opportunity and other things you want. It's a deep thing. Peace and wisdom. Carrie Keaton said, I'm isolated, bro. I don't want you guys to get lost. Meaning, when I say you have to isolate yourself, some of y'all are already isolated because you're just a weirdo. Don't take offense. I'm not talking about that. Life's a balance. I don't come from an isolated life. I'm popular. You get it? When I speak of isolation, I'm speaking from that perspective. You can get lost in that kind of shit. If you somebody that grew up on a weird side of life and you was always kind of isolated and you knowing like, yeah, I'm a weirdo, nobody seems to like gravitate towards me, you need to get into life a little more. You get it? Have experience and cave in on yourself. This ain't about that. Meaning you're just isolating yourself from the worldly things and the worldly people for a time so you can focus on that. Finding, these experiences that we had that's causing blockage, causing defense. These defenses blocking things that we don't want blocked. Like good opportunity, but attitude is like the experience. You get it? Meaning the experiences is distorting your attitudes, creating a new you that's like a defense. And so in that, you're blocking things that the war's over. The war's over, you still blocking and shit, and you like, nah, man, they coming in the mind space. They coming for me. You know how y'all is in the day. Somebody say something to you like, man, they coming for me, but that's because you got a lot of experiences. You got blocks up there. You like, I ain't playing, and it make you crazy. You get my point? It make you block yourself. That's the best way I can say it. Already TV said I was popular. I abandoned it though. Was too focused on myself. Peace and wisdom. Yeah, I'm not speaking of, meaning most of y'all are speaking from y'all pains. So I'm speaking like removing these things. I say that because you speaking like, you said like you abandoned being popular. So like popular, you have a problem with that now. You get it? Like y'all fall on one side of the other. It's not about, it's no war. Like your name. There's no war. Popular is popular, isolated is isolated. You need a time to self to cleanse all that you pulling in from the popular. Popular being you emerged around a bunch of people. And so you just picking up people's habits and their perspectives, and you need a time to yourself where you can let all of that go and be you. And get my point? Not lose you in the popularity. Lose your perspective, then you get my point? But more than that, when I'm speaking conscious cleansing, I'm talking about just isolating yourself for a time so you can focus on these experiences you had that's causing blockage, causing you to be defensive in your nature, and then removing them. You get my point? Kind of letting them go. They're not gonna get let go if you're still in the same environments. You get my point? You can't take a moment to yourself, then go outside. Now you all wrapped up in the world, and you come back and you like, okay, let me find. You're racking on new experiences. That's disturbing. You gonna go outside that day and have an argument. You're still in the same environment. So you cleansing self while racking on more. That's a waste. So you have to isolate yourself, tend to yourself. Deal with those experiences that you went through that may have distorted your perspective on life, causing you to have defenses, and remove those guards. Meaning, if you scared you're gonna get your heart broken again, you're gonna have to find a way to remove that guard and live like you did when you didn't never had your heart broken. Because you living like you did is causing you to be heartbroken. You get it? Meaning if your heart was broken and so now you're moving in that manner, so you're brokenhearted. If you're defending a thing, it's because it is. Say, my heart was broken. Now you have a defense over it, so it's still broke. Otherwise, what are you defending? That part. Meaning y'all haven't gotten through y'all experiences. Y'all think the guard means that you good now. It means that your whatever you guarding is all delicate and broken up. And you don't want nobody to see it because it's gonna break so easy. Meaning if you got guards because your heart was broke, so your heart is in a bunch of pieces. And one little blow, you're gonna be all heartbroken. You can't live like that. You gotta remove the guard, and like I said, this is what the conscious cleansing is about. Be by yourself, take a chance. Well, not take a chance, but take a time on yourself. Facing these situations, it's probably a lot of them for a lot of people because y'all let them rack up. Never, y'all move from one situation to the next, creating a whole bunch of guards and blocks. And so it's like a web. You sit by yourself for a minute. Y'all have experiences when y'all alone. Like I did with that video, I said, when you speaking to yourself, who are you talking to? Like that. When you alone, so those guards become your attackers. And so y'all relive these situations. Y'all be arguing with yourselves in y'all mind to the person. But you get my point? They not there. You just truly bugging. You still lost in that time. And so this is what cleansing the conscious away is about. So you can stay in the present, in the future. If you pulling for the past, you're gonna be stagnant. Pulling for the future, so this is like anxious, so you're gonna have anxiety. And so it's a deep thing, try and grasp. I apologize. And so hopefully y'all all grasp what I'm saying. It goes deeper, of course, but I'm just giving y'all a little jewel. Take that. Gotta develop upon that. But you being in your city and your natural environment that you already in, where you racked up all these things, you ain't gonna do nothing for yourself. You gonna kind of waste your time. So it's about separating yourself for a time. When I say separate yourself, like I say, y'all can get one-on-ones to get a full understanding. Because some of y'all don't have the right perspective. You hear what I'm saying, but you're not going, you have, like I said, you have to remove. Y'all have problems y'all don't deal with. It messes up y'all perspective. Y'all don't even hear right. So keep these things in mind. Meaning you have to be aware of self. Knowing, yeah, I'm a little hurt and disturbed. I might not be thinking clearly. And ain't nothing wrong with that. You aware of that so you can adjust it. Once you lose awareness of a thing, that's when it's over. You get it? So you face your problems, they kind of disappear. You don't? You already know. Now let's get into these stars. Hopefully none of you guys think I'm speaking of famous people. I'm talking about the stars in the sky. Now, of course, I always tell you guys, like I told the brother in the beginning, we are not stardust, creations of stardust, but we are all stars within our vessels, no different than the stars you see up above. Now, let's get in depth on the stars y'all see up above. Meaning the stars y'all see up above at nighttime. So these are, the world we live in is a body. And so these are your sperm cells in the testes, meaning your fallen life. Same with your body. You got fallen life below. If you could go inside your body, it'd look just like the solar system. Rising, setting sun, planets, or chakra, and your fallen stars below. You'd see them just like y'all see at night. And so them stars, like I said, they're sperm cell in the testes. Now most of y'all think they're just lights, but they're not. They're living entities. They're falling non-stop. Grasp what I just told you. When y'all look up, the stars are falling towards us. So you just ain't get here yet. Deep. Every night when you see them falling non-stop. Just like the life within your spinal chambers, it's falling non-stop. These are the stars in the body. The spine, from the top, straight down, leads to the sperm cell in the testes. And so these is your stars in the night sky that y'all see, depending on where the light is, so you don't see the stars there. Meaning the conscious is rising and setting. At daytime, you don't see the stars up here in their darkness because the light's blocking it. When the sun sets, grasp. It's daytime. You don't see. You get it? I don't want you to look at it like down and above for you. For y'all, it's just like left and right. Below is over here and above is over there. But it's all sky for y'all. And so you get my point? When the sun or the conscious in the body is rising and setting from below to above, so the stars below are getting furnace, getting burnt up when that happens. And then the stars above get some relief from their fires. So when the sun rises, so the stars up in heaven get burnt up. The stars below, they get some relief. So when y'all see nighttime, this is just falling angels getting relief from the fires that burn them up. So I'm not sure if y'all grasp that. Life y'all living is deep, baby. Meaning the stories y'all heard are true. Y'all just don't grasp. And so stars will burn. That's all I can tell y'all. Stars and vessels will burn, baby. And so it's a deep thing. Meaning when you fall into sleep, so your conscious falls down into the sacrum, and sperm cells getting burnt up. When you sleep, they on fire. You wake up, the ones up here on fire. You the rising setting sun, you know? Ra. You know, the roaring vibration. Vibration, sound, these things being one and the same. Smell as well. All words have a smell. All smells are a word. It's a deep thing. Try to grasp. We speak in airs, the beginnings of sickness and health. And so, wise servant. You have to, you have to grasp. You can see all of life, deep, mind space, but you got to clear where they go. Then get a clear shot. It's a deep thing. Try and grasp. If y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. Now I know some of y'all say, "Man, I just because you say the stars is falling out of the sky, don't mean that they are." I said the stars is falling. When y'all looking up, them things is falling towards us. They just ain't get here yet. And so y'all have religions. These religions have Judgment Day stories. A Judgment Day story say like the stars gonna fall out to heaven, but y'all don't know that the stars ain't just lights. So for y'all say I don't see where Silas get this from, or where's a reference that can corroborate what he's saying. The end of the world, the stars gonna fall out to heaven. Which is, the death of the body. That's the end. That's the bottom. And so it's deep. Victor K said, "What's your zodiac sign and what's your take on zodiac signs?" Astrology is sorcerer tricks to bind people's minds. Meaning you think you're a follower of astrology. You're just somebody that's slaved out in the brain who don't grasp anything. Meaning when you set up a Babylon, so you set up a system. It has months, days, weeks, years, things for the monkeys there to fall into. So they say, like, if you look at the stars in astrology, you could tell like the course of someone's cycle, and no. Astrology is putting you on that. Meaning, if y'all was all indigenous people, so y'all don't have those orders. I'm civilized. I come to the lands. So now I'm coming to rule over y'all. And so I give y'all my sorcery, which is time. Say, this is 1 year, and these the 12 months in it. And these are the weeks in that month. And these are the days. And you know this because I need you to work for me and do what I tell you. Like that. And so here y'all are. Y'all like, yeah, it's astrology. You live astrology. And they put you on a cycle. Now you work according to that cycle and think according to that cycle, which is months, years, days, weeks. Y'all have holidays to go with it. Great, great, beautiful sorcery. For some reason, y'all don't grasp that. Meaning y'all live the sorcery. It's on y'all. That's why y'all speaking like, I know astrology. Not just y'all. Everybody in life that live by days, weeks, months. You can't avoid that if you live in a Babylon, which is a city. So, these are the orders to being shepherd king over a city, and turning the men into the flock. What do y'all think? Running a whole country is like, y'all don't think it take deep level? Something wrong with y'all. You're not gonna just come to a place and make people just live in your orders where they wake up every goddamn day and go to work and buy resources with paper money like they stupid. That ain't gonna just happen like that. You got to have an order, a system. You know? And so y'all live the sorcery. Meaning, that's what astrology is. Making an order of time and putting it on the people's brain. They become bound to those orders. They believe the ideals of those orders. You made this shit up, but it wouldn't matter because you told them, no, the stars. That's why I didn't make it up. I got it from there. And they say, oh yeah, that's deep. You go to ancient Egypt, they had 10-day week. Ancient Mayans had 18 months in a year. The point I'm making is, like I said, you just make up whatever you want and say, the stars told me. And men say, ooh, I see them, they're really big. Yeah, they did. Now he's bound to stupidity. He goes to people, he say, hey, I can read your future with this astrology I learned. He doesn't realize he lives it. You're not telling nobody their future. You have been put on a course. Your future's been determined. Your future's been determined for you. Your cycle's been made for you. You're not telling anybody their cycle. Y'all are on all on a cycle. It's because of the sorcery. And so you have to grasp. This is deep, but you have to have, like, you know, a certain kind of mind. This is why I say y'all can't be followers and things. You're never gonna grasp. It's top level mind games being played on y'all. Prakyath said, I don't know why people can't see this. Stars already move, just slower than the eyes can perceive. Stars rise and set. So when y'all look up, see stars in the sky, so they like blinking on and off. Just rising and setting. You get it? And so your perception is seeing it how you do. You're not that big, so for you it's just on and off. You see no descending. Ascending. Now, the level of life that's closer to you, which is like a solar system, because when y'all looking at the stars in the sky, y'all looking at galaxies. Solar system, you live in that. And so y'all don't see that just going on and off like that, like a blinking light. Y'all see the whole thing. You get it? Like that. Perspective, size perspective. And so all you have is bodies and the bodies in them, meaning the cells within y'all are bodies. Rising, setting stars in their vessels, no different than you are on your level of life. They get to see the glory of themselves through you. How you rise and set past your chakras or planets, burning the fallen on both ends, as above, so below. Y'all think heaven is good. That should be making me die laugh. The text tell y'all heaven ain't good. It said, I saw a star fall from heaven. He had the keys to the bottomless pit. He opened it and freed the goddamn thing. He freed the sperm cells out of below. They're bad. Why would he do that? I'm just messing with y'all. Y'all gotta learn to read the scholarship. Y'all read the scholarship and act like y'all don't have comprehension skills. So grasp. I'm not making up nothing. It just y'all text play on y'all minds and y'all not knowing. So in that y'all say, nah, this is deep. Who's this angel that came out the bottom? Who's this angel Abaddon that came out the bottomless pit and he was running things and talking sperm cells that get egg cells, man, but it's a bunch of them. But like one of them is king over the rest. He gonna conquer, you know? They all work for him, blood. He's king of below. So guys, king of above is the motherfucker that fell from heaven having the key. Meaning the leader of hell is the nigga that's above. Just waiting for his moment. He's like, yeah, this is my time, baby. He steals the keys and he's gone. I'm out here. It's all hell. Meaning this is all, the whole body is samsara. So you have to grasp, heaven is just a place in hell. It's just one of the levels of hell, baby. It can't just all be bad, you know. But don't ever get lost. It's tricksy. You gotta escape. You know, all of it. Heaven can't be that good if Lucifer. See, it's deep. You gotta read the text with a good eye. So that's why I'm the $1,000,000 scholar. I don't miss nothing. Go through it with a toothpick and get everything out of it. But it's y'all perspective. Y'all don't know the world is a body, so when y'all reading those texts, y'all have no clue what they talking about to reference it to say, oh, I get it. And so when you're dealing with those texts like the Bible, everything y'all reading is before the manifested body. Sperm cell gets egg cell. Body is developing in womb, but it has all the cell life inside of it doing what they do, living their life. This body is eventually born out or manifested out, still having all the smaller life within it. You get my point? All the texts y'all have are speaking about the history of the life in the body before it manifests out. You're a man, so you're lost on you, but the universe is a body. So it's speaking of that one really, but all bodies to fall under, meaning galaxy, solar, organism, cell, molecule, atom, all bodies will have the same orders, being less physical than the life above it. So cells are like putty, organisms like clay, solar's like rock. You get it? Molecule, which is below cell, cell being like putty, molecule is like liquid, gas, before you get the liquid. You get it? Atom like light. Before atoms, so of course you got your protons, neutrons. These is quarks. Sounds coming from their vibration. It's a deep thing. You got the... I don't know how wise I am. This shit is starting to disturb me. It's a deep thing. I don't want to hurt y'all feelings and disturb y'all, but I ain't even talking to the followers. I'm talking to all the teachers. Y'all starting to disturb me. Because there ain't no secret who the wisest man on the planet is. I'm talking Far East, whoever y'all can think of. Everybody know who. Everybody know Big O Sid. Like, stop disturbing me. And so, life's a deep thing. You have to take a time out to grasp it. Like I said, you have to separate yourself. Isolation for a time. Cleanse out the mind and the spirit. This is what all the teachings is about anyway. Meaning if y'all don't do it now, y'all gonna die and have to do it. Then it's gonna be rough. Because all your emotional problems are gonna be manifestations of, you know, ugly, scary, monstery looking motherfuckers. They're gonna antagonize y'all. This is what the Tibetan Book of the Dead is basically about. Just explaining how man has emotional problems, and when he dies, these emotional problems will carry over like in dream. He has a fucked up day, he falls to sleep, then he has a fucked up dream. His mind is not at peace where he just sleeps through, wakes up good. No, his mind makes stops in realms that have problems. You know, dreams. This is job. And so the whole life is like that. I mean, man live, he rack on emotional problems, he die with them. It creates for an afterlife for him, where he's just disturbed and all his emotional problems become real, meaning he's no longer physical, he's just an emotion himself. And so he's like a whole conglomerate of emotions. All of these emotions not being him, they just hover on him. him being an emotion too. This is y'all. And so once dead, these emotions let go and they fuck with you. Like, yeah, look at me, nigga. I'm gonna burn you. And but this is you, just reflections of, shit you didn't deal with. But once you in that space, so it's real. Meaning when you in dream, it's real till you wake up. You ain't waking up this time, so it's real. Meaning dream only fake because you don't wake up. If you ain't got nobody to wake up, then I suppose dream is real and that's all real you got. So like, if you happen to be like walking on your face in the afterlife and you say, I don't see how can people walk on their face in the afterlife. You can do anything in dream, it's real though. It's really hard, to the person that's experiencing it. When they wake up, they say, that was not even real. But like I said, if you can't wake up, I suppose it's real. So this is why when people have near-death experiences, they say like, I was in hell. The next thing you know, I was in heaven and unconscious, back awake. Their awake is just dream now because there's no other consciousness. The body's done. They wake up and they dream and go back into unconscious and wake back up in new dreams, and it happens to be having this time so they get a little, relief from the pain and fall back into unconscious. Meaning whether y'all have a body or not, so the mind is going to go conscious and unconscious for eternity. How long? Not important. Meaning it wouldn't matter. Time is only a thing of the body. Once out of that, how long was your dream? You don't know, wouldn't matter. Say, did it feel short? No, it felt really long. You know it could have been 5 minutes though, right? Yeah, like that. Time wouldn't matter. You'll be unconscious then awake again, but in regards of time, one awake time could feel like, thousands of years. One unconscious time can feel like thousands of years. Now the mind's gonna wake up and go to sleep on the same pattern it's been. Meaning we talking a matter of 8 hours. Dead man wake up every 8 hours. But, so, 8 hours is 1,000. 8 hours is 1,000 years. When you're dead, don't worry about it. I got it. And so, rest, child. Some will be blessed with shade. If you're a Muslim, you will be blessed with shade of Allah. This is good old rest. Nothingness. It's healing. But that's only 1% of Muslims. Meaning 99% of them are going to the fires of hell. Like I explained what stars are. So they'll be that. Practically, I've said what the Yuga cycles and the Vedas of Hinduism have relevance to this. The Yuga cycles is speaking of physical life. The trials that the spirit goes through in death, this being the Tibetan Book of the Dead. 7 trials over 7 weeks. That 49-day thing that Buddhists gonna follow when a person dies. This is that. Meaning what I'm explaining is that. Yuga cycles is physical man's decline over time. Going from God to beast. It's like I said in yesterday's video. Man is God manifested, but so like if he don't know that, then he be the Satan. It's just like real life. The nigga in jail that's like an animal in the zoo, he a man. Period. If he don't know that, and he choose to carry himself like an animal to where they lock him up, so he an animal till he grasps what he is, which is a thing of conscious that can communicate and, create with the word, not with the hands. That's how you destroy. You get it? Man got to grasp that. I don't force my will. I speak it. The clearer my words are, the more clear my will manifests. Y'all think y'all bring forth y'all will by beating people up and forcing. It ain't about that. It's about you becoming developed as a mind, knowing what a man is. Something that can communicate. Animals can't. Some men don't grasp this. They communicate physically. Then they end up in a cage. And so if you in jail, don't take offense to what I'm saying. It's just an analogy. Meaning, man don't know what he is, so he live like a beast. Like an animal. Dog eat dog. Y'all will gun each other down and y'all have no regards. So, like that. Physical man has his decline over time. Going from living as manifested God to living as beast. But he see it in reverse. He say, nah, we used to not have no cities in civilization. Now we do. Now we live like gods. He don't realize indigenous man and the animals are more like God than him. He's the opposite, meaning man destroys the place. For some reason, he thinks that's God. Like, look, I chopped all these trees down and built a big building. I'm God. You just destroyed before you did that. Had you been God, you would have built the thing without having to destroy anything. And so y'all live in that flow. Like beast, but y'all see it in reverse. So when this body that we lives in dies, y'all will see the stars fall out the sky. That's what Judgment Day is. When the world you live in dies and you realize that that sun that you've been looking at is not a light, but a physical entity. Let's say it kind of looks like an eagle. So it will come down like Islam says, Allah will come down. This be y'all in y'all vessels. Y'all will come down when y'all die. Full of fury. Full of emotional problems. Taking it out on the life within self. And it's a deep thing. Try and grasp. As above, so below. If y'all have any questions, ask. There you go, Prakyath. Those Yuga cycles is explaining that. How man lost his connection with nature and started, becoming a virus in the body or in his world, messing up the ecosystem. This being a body thing. Prakyath said, so one views indigenous man as Satya Yuga. Indigenous men are Jews. They're the people, the meek and humble that inherit the world until the colonizers come take their land and fuck up their mind. That part. A Jewish white man with curly sideburns is not a Jew. He's a thief. Simple. White man run America, he ain't whatever nationality he say he is, he a thief. And you ain't whatever nationality he say you is either. You just a nigga that been turned from indigenous into one of his goddamn, like a wannabe of him. And so grasp. Indigenous men, those running around still looking like animals somewhat and got thongs on, they kind of just live in their family. You get it? The rainforest is not destroyed because they live there. You know what I mean? Think the Amazon rainforest. You have indigenous people there. That forest is never destroyed until now when you have colonizers going over there. This being civilized man coming from his Babylon. Go over there, chop down all them trees and build it into a city and destroy that place and the ecosystem that it is. Turning all those cells that we call indigenous men into germ cell lines. Germ man, germ cell. And so y'all got a lot of immigrants popping up. Little kids, they don't have parents. You might have seen that on the news. A bunch of parentless immigrants just popped up. Them be indigenous people. They was running around butt naked last week. And so they part of the forest getting worked on. They parents been killed. Them niggas got clothes put on them and transported to the closest place, which was probably Mexico, then America. And so when y'all looking at them, y'all like, oh yeah, those are just like undocumented Mexicans, I guess. I don't know. Indigenous people, they don't know nothing about no Mexican or none of that. They don't even speak y'all language. I don't even know what y'all talking about. They didn't even ever even seen clothes. They still fucked up over that. Like, I got clothes on and shit. They kids though, so they adapt to y'all bullshit easy. The parents ain't. They gonna slaughter them. So that's what y'all witnessing now. A new forest being colonized, just like America was a rainforest before they colonized it 500 years ago. And so y'all just seeing the past keep repeating itself. Those people that was in the forest of the Amazon, they in some city now, and they gonna be placed under some nationality, whichever one they look closest to. If they like Negroid looking people, there you have it. If they look Asiatic, they gonna either be Mexican. Get my point? Shit's simple. Y'all have to grasp. So, them your Jews, meaning they don't live by signs and symbols. They don't live by idols. They don't have gods over them. They just a good, meek, just people. They live like the animals. They take what they need for the day. They live for the day. That part. They not killing all the fish in the sea for next week. Y'all go fishing. Y'all get enough fish to last y'all today, tomorrow. You don't even know if you're going to be alive tomorrow. You don't care. You say, I'm going to the supermarket. I'm going to give me some food for the whole week. What if you die tomorrow? That part. Man mind is so far, and his ego is so far ahead. And so they, the Jews, of course, y'all have fake Jews. And so, grass, when I tell y'all, I don't believe in nationality, y'all better start grasping what I'm saying, because y'all going below. And it's y'all ideals y'all believe in that's going to send y'all there. It's a deep thing. I know nothing of below. I'm like Indigenous man. I'm going to my hut in the sky. You can pull up Indigenous. I'm going to find a link for y'all and share the video. They colonized, Indigenous man. They had it on the History Channel. Interviewing these newly brainwashed Indigenous men. Meaning they just got clothes put on them and shit. They still got monkeys and shit as pets though. Because they Indigenous, so they don't have man as pet. They have like the monkeys as pets. So they like, yeah, this monkey not a good maid. This is the Indigenous man. The monkeys is like they maids and shit. So they got them clothes now though. So they're interviewing them and I'm trying to think what was I about to explain to y'all. The Indigenous man was they was asking the Indigenous man about death. Say like, where you gonna go when you die? He said we going down into the river, and it takes us up into this big hut up there. So he's explaining it like that. The translation's coming below. And so he's basically saying like, when we die, my spirit go into the waters and it goes, back up to the hut. Now you have to remember, Indigenous men been around since the beginning of this world, our body. You get it? So they know the orders, they know the body. This is a body. This is why they don't fuck nothing up in it. This is a living entity we live in. They know, like, no. I remember in the beginning when I seen the sun come, meaning the sperm cell comes to the egg cell. Sun meets world. And so they synced all these orders. This is told to them, you get it? They basically a reflection of the past. And so they explaining things from what they know. Now the interesting part is the white man asked him what happened to people like me. He said, no. You go reverse. What did Solace say? Got germ man, germ cell. Germ cell becomes sperm cell below. Indigenous man said exactly that. He said, no, y'all go reverse. Y'all go down. That mean they going to where I said, the abyss. But it's not just them. It's all of y'all. Meaning y'all are like a germ cell line. It's like I said, germ cells migrate around the body, turning all the cells into a germ cell line. And so it don't matter what color you are. It's not about color. You get it? It's about what I keep telling y'all. Y'all falling into the falsehoods. These ideals of y'all mind gonna carry over. Meaning y'all going to hell and shit because y'all believe in it. But you can lie to yourself and say, I don't, so I don't have to go. But you believe in the foolishness. You live it. You can't live a thing and say, I don't believe in it. And so, it's deep. Try and grasp. When y'all see those indigenous people, them your Jews, all of them. Until, you know, you put on the time we on. And so you gotta unwind from all that. Hopefully y'all grasp why Solace. If you like to give back, please do so. At paypal.me/SolaceSolari. Or cash.app/$ the real Solace. You can also do it through Super Chat. Of course, if you want to purchase any of the magazines, visit wiseservant.org. I got hoodies and things there. Not this one, though. You know, this just for Big Oo's here, baby. This just for me. You know, when I first came out, they was spoofing. They made memes and shit about me. Trying to play me. This my coat. When this my jacket from when I first came. They tried to play old Ooh said, but so I know what to do with that. I mean, there's an exact, this picture, there's an exact picture of this with me, not the sperm. And I'm standing like in front of a store. It's funny, but I use it. Ain't no thing, baby. Peace and wisdom. Thank you for the memes, stupid. Why, Solace? Peace and wisdom. Enjoy y'all day.